Greetings. Aloha. Kehi, Hawaii, 10:13. Having my morning coffee. Colors. Autumn here. And I'm walking to a small park area in the location I'm living, staying with Robin and Vaughn, and oh my God, they are amazing. I'm going to reflect on a couple messages. A lot of people are getting up and so, but I'm going to share, let me turn this camera around. Autumn colors, flowers. Let's see here. And I'll get to a message in a minute. So we got an indigo, Kirath brother. How are you, my brother? Some more flowers. I love you, brother. Flowers in the trees. That's what's falling, are the flowers. We got indigo, purple, and it's just rose. Palm trees, green, and this is actually, and then we got, there's just flowers everywhere. Flowers everywhere. And as you can see, autumn here. It's beautiful. Sharing that. Yeah, so good to see you. I've been, I guess, a little quiet on some of my lives lately. Integrating here to the land, to this beautiful land. But my message today has to do with what, thought about this, dreams, journaling, and putting these into spoken form. But in this, was having a dream. It was like feelings. It was like my childhood when I was younger. It wasn't anything in particular. It's more of the feeling of things. And what I could equate it to was growing up. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's in that time frame, and I recall that sense when people would make fun of you or put you down, and then they would say, oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. We're just kidding. And all the different ways that there were the projections and the judgments. And another way, I was having, for whatever reason, a thought of, I remember watching TV too when I was younger, a lot of these sitcoms, and how the laughing, the fake laughing, I think they actually recorded like people laughing, and the way the situations were set up, it was called a sitcom, a situation comedy. And it was much the same thing, where it's just people teasing people, making fun of them, and then you got this crowd laugh in the background as if it's funny. And I see that subvergent way of how the some of my experiences, and how I was watching that unfold. And I remember always thinking, well, what is this? It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't feel good. Oh, everybody's laughing. Oh, this is supposed to be funny. And just kind of wondering, what is this? And so I had like these feelings on that as growing up, and then now I'm not involved in that. I don't really have a comparison to this, but just how that cycle of what is deemed funny, how it really wasn't funny, and how it didn't feel good, and that confusion there. I think that's what it is, the confusion in that. There was that, and then I was an animal. And I was experiencing being an animal, and then having a comparison, and this is dream states. I was an animal and a tree, and I remember seeing humans as an animal, and how as the animal I was wondering what it would be like to be a human, and then as I was coming out of dream state, how I realized how amazing it can be to be a human. And it was just these real vivid experiences, and they were somewhat tied together because as that idea of being a younger child and my friends seeing it on TV, there was kind of this energetic flow out there, vibration in that term as comedy or humor, how it really wasn't funny at all to me, and how it was very hard for me trying to understand how is it all of these people think this is funny. Hence why I think they put in the fake laughter in TVs. Krishna, how are you? How are you? So in that, growing up, and then all of a sudden part of my dreams being an animal, the unconditional love. They're not joking to each other and then passing it off as humor. That doesn't happen. So the hero in the human, those of us and those that are coming, that get through that and realize these illusions that are out there, and finding your essence, your truth, and then to present time, the many that are working with others, the elderly, the children, people our own age. Age doesn't really matter, but because we're talking as concerning the soul, there is no age. So those that are holding that space, they're being that breath of fresh air, that space that isn't, using sarcasm or humor, all these things in a subvergent way to confuse your brain. Nurturing and honoring the essence within, celebrating, creating that space for the loves, creating that space that they can breathe, that maybe they're older in their life, and realizing some of these things that I was being reminded that as I was a child, trying to understand situation comedy. How is this funny? They're all just ripping in each other. They're treating each other like crap, and they're having these fake audience laughs to create this environment that's funny or some sort of way like that. And as the animal then holding that unconditional love, and those that are working with others, that as they remember who they are, that maybe they've been traumatized for a lot of their life, and they're just finding this freedom now, coming out of that confusion now. I'm thankful for the memory I had of that through dream, and remembering that this human experience can be good, and that there are moments. Right now I've energetically connected with Priska, and she's in Switzerland, and I'm seeing the World Health Organization starting to finally acknowledge this all these lockdown implements and measures that, let's lift those, and let's bring international travel back, because I can't wait to get to Switzerland, to my love, and that is part of this too, my present moment, finding my soul mate, there's words, I don't know what it is, but my love, my home, she's there, and I'm going to her. And in the meantime, I've been here in Hawaii, and I haven't done many lives here yet. I've been very focused on bringing in what's been coming through, and it's very powerful here. A lot of medicine coming through, a lot of moments in my journey. Some have followed this, since over a year ago, and the experiences I've had, and taking these everyday experiences, because it's entirely an energetic, spiritual evolution within myself, and how I witness what internally changes within me and in my understandings, how then that is how I can perceive what is happening out there. And I see so many warriors standing in the truth, their truth, holding that space, that nurturing space. And I've really been doing a lot of things off the social media in reverence to that. And I can't wait to travel. I can't wait to get to Switzerland. It's beautiful here. It is beautiful here, and I'm very thankful. I shared some flowers and some things in the beginning. Autumn, I think in a lot of parts of the world, the leaves are changing, leaves are falling, it's maybe getting colder and things like that. And there's a magic here that it's very, very much the same weather all the time, and it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. So I just wanted to share that morning message of some of the experiences I had with the dream, and to share a little bit of here as I walked up to the park area. Just very grateful. Breathing every day. Work with the body purification. Life Plus products, their supplements. Working on Kirath, I know we talked about it, working on different areas of the world. It's not in all countries yet, but even if it's not Life Plus, those of you that are on your journey, on your path, a very excellent recommendation is honoring your body, taking care of that temple for the clarity, for all of these things, for a balanced energy center through the physical body. The mind is connected to the spirit. I write, I journal. That's just one of the things, but it's your mind then working through spirit, journaling, making intentions. Supplements I take, that is part of the body. Our body is connected to spirit, our mind is connected to spirit, and honoring that. It is good that goes into you, and taking care of that energy, and in that you feel better, and it's part of the process. It's part of the process. Old days sounds of happiness were sold, whether it makes sense or not, in a materialistic world. Yes. Yeah, and like I said, it was just, it came through this morning real clear to say these things, to bring it here. To Facebook, utilizing social media, connecting with many amazing people. And it's amazing how many of us are able to find that support, find that the resonance in the vibration we are in. Many of us have experienced very similar stories in our growing up and things like that, and then coming through that, finding our sovereignty, remembering our hearts, remembering who we are, and realizing this, and finding that happiness, finding that peace, finding that bliss, and choosing from that It is quite amazing these days. Priska, I love you. Ish Livadish. Ish Livadish, my love. Ish Livadish. Oh, I already shared with you some of the dream states this morning. I'm bringing it to Facebook. Can't wait to get there. Travel. When's it gonna open? Get to Switzerland. Priska works yoga. She holds space. This was part of the message too, holding that space. We are walking breaths of fresh air, and we are everywhere. Many of us, and maybe just be strengthened in that. Be strengthened in that, holding that space. Back to that earlier thing I was talking about, as growing up, being confused with those that are making fun of you and then saying, oh, it's just a joke. And how holding space, holding that space of unconditional love, holding that space to nurture, to foster, where then the energy builds. It builds and ripples. Huh. Oh my gosh. Lit up. 5. Thank you all for being here. I talked a little bit already, sharing a little bit of Hawaii. What I'll do is, for those of you in autumn areas, I'm gonna walk down here and I'll share all the colors again. Let's see here. This is autumn in Hawaii. We got flowers. There's flowers everywhere. They're just everywhere. Beautiful colors. And this is my first autumn in a location like this, a tropical location. And these beautiful flowers. And this is like what I was used to growing up. A lot of this would be leaves, like the leaves falling from the trees. Yeah, there's just so many colors here. And the birds, the love, I call it the wind dove love song. The wind dove love song. Yeah, there's just arrays of flowers. It is like paradise. Am I also using YouTube? Nicole. I have some drum videos I've put on there. I know there's some of these videos I could save, but man, so many of them have been in my daily flow. I guess I don't really have a structure, so to speak. I just kind of free flow. And I generally think some people maybe enjoy more of a structure. But I would. Do you want to help? We can be a team. I was talking about the mind, body, spirit earlier. The mind, body, spirit all connected. And utilizing supplements. Priska's on here, and that's what that's part of our job. It's part of what we do to earn some money, to sustain, refer supplements, health, the betterment of the individual. As we raise our vibration, we share some of the avenues in which we keep our vibration. Taking care of the body is huge. Routine, the daily routines, the choices we make, and in that, they start to add up. They build, and in that process, through balanced emotions, through balanced body, doing, some call it the shadow work. Your inner work, doing your work on your feelings, removing yourself, clearing attachments, physical attachments, energetic attachments to toxic relationships. All these things, they're all part of it in finding that inner bliss. This is a download. I had the other day, the vibration of the planet, the Schumann Resonance. The Earth has its vibration, and that vibration is rising. You ever get that feeling where you're compressed? That's what it was. There's heavy and lofty, where you're feeling kind of heavy, and then the KP index starts to go up. The vibration rises, the vibration of the planet, geomagnetics, planetary alignments, all these things, much associated with the parts that we do as a human. But as that vibration rises, there's kind of, you get expanded, you get loftier, you feel a little lighter. And I'm sure you've heard somewhere, or if you haven't, there is an increase in the Earth vibrational field, and I believe that is going to continue to increase. It is Pachamama's way of clearing and cleansing, taking that lower vibration and eradicating the stagnation. So in that, purifying the vessel, all of the toxins, the poisons, the emotional blockages, how they can physically manifest in your body, not getting exercise, not walking, not breathing, all of these things, that is healing. That is part of healing. We weren't taught these things as children, and so in a way it ties into what I started with talking about, through the dream state, through the in a way that's emotional abuse, where people, oh, it's just a joke, we're just making fun of you, but it's just a joke, we don't mean anything. Well, you already did it. Energetically, it was already done. And so there's that illusion there, and then there's that illusion of the food, purifying the body, purifying the mind, clearing your field, clearing yourself, taking care of yourself, the inward journey, the individual journey, honoring yourself. And now, the process in that, so whether it's Life Plus or anywhere else, information on that, I am here to assist in that way. One of the many things. Okay, that's enough on that for me, because it's not about me. I was bringing through a message, but the vibration is rising. We can rise with it. I think it's going to be a natural clearing process, and I'm honored to hold my space and share it in this way. All my info is on my Facebook page. YouTube, I'll probably perhaps look and, I don't know if I'll so much do lives on there. Maybe I will. I don't know. Thanks for asking that question, Nicole. Understand and adore the vibe and flow and want the world to hear your voice and words. YouTube offers closed captioning, so that's why I was asking for language interpretation. Ooh. Well, thank you. That's a huge compliment. Wow. See, I don't know that, so thank you. Beautiful reflection. Thank you. Thank you. I am just being me in my full capacity. So I thank you for that. And working the techniques. Priska and I talk about that, the techniques. There's so many ways now to communicate. I shared a post. My hair is getting long. It's getting golder being here. Hey Laura, how are you? Don't know if I've seen you on a live. I've been kind of away from the live thing for a few days. And Priska, I love you. It's evening there. We'll have a talk soon. But the YouTube, I'll look into that. I have some drumming videos on there. Jhakra Chakra, that is I have a YouTube channel. I think I got 3 subscribers. It's awesome. But again, in everything I have been doing, it's been to share. Hasn't been for my ego. It hasn't been for a reaction. I do write a lot, and I do. I'm still working. We're always all working and growing. I do feel that I've been able to observe pretty well and share that and bring through some wisdom and some medicine for others, that whatever you're going through, that it is rewarding. I guess that's an easy message to say, is through that work. Sometimes I forget where I was, because I'm very present. So there's times I forget where I was, what I've gone through, because that there's wisdom even in that. How far can I go before there's already medicine? Living in the moment, because we can't do anything yesterday and we can't do anything tomorrow. We only have right now. And so I that is part of my walk. That is part of my practice, is living in the moment. There's intentions I set for a future time, and there's things I clear from a past time, but there is only now. And I found the beauty in the release, the clearing, the cutting cords, all that stuff. It doesn't mean it disappears. It means you've dealt with it, you transmute it. There's a vibrational field happening. That's why I brought up that download. The magnetics, the geomagnetics, the magnetisms, the field that is out there. We are a part of that as a human, as an animal, as a tree, as a piece of grass, as the mountain, Mount Halakila. It's kind of hard to see, but it's behind me. We're all part of this energetic field. And honoring that in the present moment, instead of holding on to a past experience, utilize it, experience it, feel through the emotion, allow that to clear. Clearing it means you acknowledge it and accept it, and it is no longer affecting you. But thank you all. You guys have a beautiful evening in Switzerland. I'll talk to you soon, my love. Nicole, Marisa, oh my God, I can't wait to meet. I was talking about traveling. See, that's what happens. I get on here and someone pops on, and Marisa in the Mustang Marisa. Oh, I love you. I love your energy. I love that you're there with Priska. You guys you're creating your own field. I was talking about this a little bit earlier, how holding that space, allowing others to breathe, bringing tools, bringing advice, holding that space, letting that vibration build, raising the vibration, honoring the body, honoring the mind, honoring the spirit, and all these things, and being in that bliss, being in that happiness, and sharing that, and holding that space for others, and bringing it together. And just raising that awareness. We get to be in that awareness. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Your journey has become a footprint in ours. Oh my God. Kirath, you and your wife, blessings to both of you. Beautiful souls, blessings to both of you. I understand how the things that happened, how it affected your work. I honor you, brother. I honor you in such a way. I almost could cry right now, because I know what you've been experiencing by these rules put in place. I honor you, brother. And your wife, Sacred Union in South Africa. Thank you. It brings me joy to hear that whatever this is has done something. In German, that is etwas, something. Thank you. That means a lot. And that is part of this, the intention, sharing, connecting, energetically connecting with others out there, unifying our fields, unifying that vibration. It ties right into what I remember from a child, that those experiences of 90% of what was around me was kind of, I didn't really understand, and now 90% of what around me is I do understand. And it's creating in that intention from there, holding that vibration, that peace, for that to manifest, and allowing it in the process, holding that vibration. Honoring the body is part of that. That is why I work with that. And then I spoke about this the other day, the medical cycle that's out there, the pharmaceutical cycle that's out there. I shared a video to my page, hashtag line in the sand, some amazing souls. I'm more of a man of experience, and I attempt to speak words that can correlate and articulate some of what I've experienced. But these people in this video, it's 4 hours long. It's long, but I'd urge anyone to watch that, even if it's parts. I kind of broke it down. There's some amazing energy in there, and then you're hearing that again, like Kirath, brother, you're in Africa. Priska, you're in Switzerland. I was on the mainland of the United States, but that's where we all met. Completely different parts of the world. But yet our vibration was there. Our vibration, we understood that. And this video I shared has, I don't even know, there was 20, 30 people on there from all over the world, all walks of life. And that common unified field was there. That was the most profound aspect of that I enjoyed. So I'd urge anyone to watch that if you have time. Make some time. That's why I put on there, take and make some time. Because I know what the daily grind is. Living in the present moment. Living in the present moment. And any one of you, Priska, I know you know what I do. Kirath, I know you know what I do. Refer some friends if you want. Come check my page. I'll hold some space and allow you to be you. But I'm going to wrap this up, and I appreciate everyone. Thank you. You guys have a beautiful evening, a beautiful night, a beautiful morning. From Kehi, Hawaii. I'll probably do a little more of this. I think we're going to do some camping and hiking, but I don't know for how long, because travel's going to open, and to Switzerland I go. And there's already been an energetic surge. Can you imagine what's going to happen when this soul gets next to that soul? Oh my God, get ready. You guys better be ready. You better raise your vibration, because it's going to send a pulse out to the universe. I love you. I love you. I love you. We will see you guys soon. See you in Facebook land.